In the heart of Uganda's West Nile region, where resilience meets hope, education is rewriting the story of displacement. Here in Yumbe, girls are reclaiming their future through the gender-responsive education and child protection project.
We mobilize children from the schools through the school management committees and the PTA members. We have empowered them to go in the communities. We use a door-to-door approach whereby they move in the communities to interact with parents, talk to them about the importance of education, to ensure that both girls and boys have equal opportunities to go back to school, and through this intervention where parents are reached directly.
Basically, we are taking care of the menstrual hygiene management component within all the schools. We bring both boys and girls on board. We have been able to create awareness on menstrual hygiene and management. We have been able to offer a holistic approach in menstrual hygiene management. We have also been able to bring the communities on board when it comes to demystifying the myths and misconceptions on menstrual hygiene management.
Behind every success story is a team of changemakers, Eleku, Plan International, and Education Cannot Wait, working together to make gender-responsive education a reality.
Gender responsive is very critical in education as such, because as per Ministry of Education and Sports, gender issues are cross-cutting and it is a priority now. Looking at where we are, where the refugees are and where the location is, you find out that the societal norms of both where the refugees are and then the host community are just like alike. It is a situation whereby the girl child has so much been marginalized. Education of girls were not so much taken seriously. Parents prioritize boys' education to girls. Parents are not even interested in sending children with disabilities previously before.
Across Yumbe's schools, girls' education movement gem clubs are nurturing leadership, creativity, and skills for life.
She's saying that she first experienced menstruation when she was 13 years old, and she told her mom about it, and then after the mom was able to buy for her some pads and knickers, and also showed her how to dress the pad.
We create awareness on go back to school. When the school ends, we sweep the classroom, start from primary 1 up to primary 7. We advise our girls to stay at school. We create awareness on how to use the pads.
I learned very good skills in our school, like sewing pads. Now I can sew pads. In my future, I can sew these pads to make my future better.
These changes are caused by harmony. So let's go to look about changes in girls.
So we have improved the leadership there, making sure that the president, the leadership there should be a president where she can lead the rest of people here at school, even in the community, where they can now do the school campaign, go back to school. And we encourage them to build leadership skills, because people thought at first girl cannot be a leader.
When this project of Lechu came in, first what it did very important to these learners was to give awareness, especially for those girls reaching the age of menstrual.
The project also introduced agriculture in schools. This is enhancing nutrition support to the learners, but also advanced skills to the learners to improve food security and nutrition in the community.
Most times we like coming to this garden at Tuesday afternoon.
We have some activities in our school. If they grow up, so that also we help. We buy items like liquid soap items. Then we make it to help the school.
Education offers a second chance for every young mother who refused to give up on her dream.
The pregnant caused me to drop out from school. I stayed 1 year to home. I came back to school 2024. What makes me to come back to school is the love of my mother and the support of the teachers.
Our daughter got pregnant at a very young age. She felt very sad in the first place, so she started thinking if she can make the girl get married or still keep her at home and then send her back to school. And then she had to talk to her if she asked the daughter if she can go back to school or she wants to get married. But then she told her if she really wants to get married, then she should forget that she has a mother. So the daughter said, "Mom, I have accepted that I am going back to school." So she decided to support her and send her back to school.
Last time I get my pregnant during the corona time in 2020. For me, last time I have 13 years. My mother has got worried with me. They started beating me. They say that they need to do abortion. Then I produced my baby. They already reached 1 year. Then during the time we said I'm ready delivered, and then the teachers, they went up to home there. They said that let me come to school.
I visited very many of them. Even others are still here in school. I normally go there and tell them the importance of schools.
Of course, we have 3 girls, teenage mothers, who are getting support from LHU. These basic needs, say, soap, bathing soap for the child, and the other necessities which are necessary for them. Of course, they were unable to acquire this. Now the support from LHU, they're able to come to school, they're able to feed their babies.
I have talents at home. Like when we are here in the school, we have no money to buy other things for the baby, like medicine. If there is no one, I go to dig. I get money to go and buy the medicine.
Behind every educated girl stands a community that believes in her.
What we are doing right now is to empower the school governance to take over provision of basic fund to cater for PTA paid teachers to fill some of the existing gap that we're already seeing. Already, even as I speak right now, the teacher ratio is so wide.
We see a lot of success. 1, in terms of enrollment of the learners. 2, in terms of retention of the learners and also completion. We have checked in the schools during the school monitoring, and we can see the girls, the level of girls who have at least completed is higher.
The program has been very successful. 1, in the area of the child protection, and we begin from the gender response. In one of the schools that I visited, that is the Highland Primary School, I could visibly see the impact.
We are working together with the school management committees because we understand that the project is ending. We are empowering them to allocate some budgets and include some of these aspects in their school improvement plans so that it can also cater for the welfare of the child mothers, including the school gardens.
The Gender Responsive Education and Child Protection Projects builds those communities on protection and care.
We have been doing mobilization. We visit the homes. We go home to home to see parents that the children should come to school.
I was even looking at other approaches we can use to uplift the standard of the girls. The girls are not competing. In education, they are not competing completely. We need to give them an opportunity at least. Let them drop out by themselves, but we need to create opportunities for them. The completion rates for this district, Yumbe district, are only 23%. So it means for every 100 learners at any level, so it means the dropout rate is around 77%.
It's a government policy that we don't leave any child behind. If you look at the education policy, we don't set any other policies. We, as settlement managers, we fit into the government mainstream policies. We just have to enhance the coordination and maybe calling on partners to give direction depending on the gaps.
From Yumbe district classrooms to Uganda's future, these are not just stories of education, but of transformation, courage, and possibility.
Our practice with the partners in education that have been intervening in these project activities is that we've not left them alone. We have been giving them routine policy guidance, especially when COVID challenged us 2020 to 2022, when schools were opened. Very many girls had the incidence of teenage pregnancy. But along this line, government was also able to develop guidelines in 2020 under Ministry of Education and Sports.
The conversations are very big, and the interventions have spread across. We are asking parents to support their girl child's education. As government, we are encouraging it. We have asked partners to support us, continue sensitizing people on the same. We are on the radio, in the community talks, because issues of education, for us as government, we provide the environment and the infrastructure.
15 plus 5 plus 8.
When a girl learns, a community rises.